So it's an ongoing process for the government. 4, revocation of all landed property, i.e. Cotton and Shehi, NYSC Zonal Office Gadabu, Tankin Rua Sabongari area, shops in front of Zakas, to mention just a few. Details shall be provided in accordance to the approved executive order by His Excellency through the concerned government agencies. All these are considered to be done not in the overriding public interest and are hereby revoked. The former Governor Bello Matawalle's administration exhibited utter negligence towards the critical sectors of the economy. Such sectors: education, health, water resources were not spared from this disregard. The sector has noticeably deteriorated, a fact that all citizens of Zamfara State can attest to. To compound matters, the time-honored government intervention to ensure that our children in public secondary school periodically sit for the WAEC and NECO exams was carelessly and recklessly abandoned and jettisoned, thereby mortgaging the future of our teeming populace. If not for the decisive intervention of our administration, our secondary school children would have been denied the opportunity to take this year's NECO SSC. Thankfully and gratefully, schools have now been granted admission to upload the list of all their candidates on the NECO portal and may have already done so as we do this press conference. This was due to the approval issued and granted by His Excellency for all concerned public secondary schools due for SSC NECO to go ahead. And we are also working to see that we resolve the backlog of 2-3 years ago. We are constructively engaging with NECO with a view to resolving that issue. Furthermore, it is truly alarming that an astounding amount of well over 50 billion naira was allocated to projects within the government house alone that have little or no direct impact on the lives of the Zamfara ordinary citizen. To make matters worse, many of these projects remain either incomplete or even non-existent. They just exist on paper. Additionally, an astonishing sum of 17.5 billion naira was expended on the construction of the Gusau airport. Yet, there is no visible evidence of substantial progress or development. Similarly, an unjustifiable amount of 90% payment has been made for the construction of extravagant governors' lodges across the 14 LGAs, amounting to over 14 LGAs, while over 1 billion has already been paid for the furnishing of such lodges, even when they are not yet completed. They are just still at lintel level. There is lack of concrete evidence to support the necessity of such expenditure, particularly when it comes to furnishing of those lodges. Similarly, despite the previous administration's expenditure of over 13 billion naira in the last 4 years for the procurement of utility vehicles, the present administration did not inherit any of these vehicles. However, investigations into the whereabouts of these vehicles have revealed that a significant number of them are being kept in private residences of the former governor and other high-ranking officials from the past administration. The state government, under the able leadership of Dr. Dauda Lawal, is resolved to legally and judiciously pursue, however long it takes, to recover whatever vehicle belongs to the people of Zamfara, inshallah. We are resolute in our commitment to utilizing all legal avenues to recover these vehicles on behalf of the people of our beloved state and to prevent such incidents from occurring again in the future. Furthermore, the government will ensure that all individuals involved, all individuals here refers to public servants still with us, and all political appointees that have left the service of the state, in this reprehensible act of vehicle theft are prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Most of these instances of theft, impunity, and reckless abandon were facilitated by a pervasive lack of record-keeping culture deeply ingrained in the public service of Zamfara state. Our initial experiences were within close to a month of assuming office have revealed the prevalence of this culture of non-record keeping across numerous MDAs and agencies. And in many cases, it appears to be intentional. To rectify this issue, it is imperative that all MDAs prioritize and enforce proper record keeping for all government transactions going forward. Accountability will be demanded, and the accounting officers will be held responsible for any breaches or failures in this regard. It is our firm stance that effective record keeping is fundamental to transparent and efficient governance, and we are committed to instilling this principle across all levels of public service. The general public should be made aware that the judicial arm of the state is currently non-functional due to dilapidated structures and poor working conditions. Furthermore, all government offices suffer from a state of disrepair and are burdened with unpaid bills. Hospitals are cut off from public utilities such as NEPA, if we put it that way. Water board is also disconnected, and that has created an enormous challenge in providing the populace with a public water supply. Lack of basic amenities such as water and electricity are practically non-existent, and the government is consistently and assiduously working towards resolving that issue. We have done so already with the water board. The water board is now reconnected to public grid because it's not practicable to continue to use the generator. We are also alternating with the generator, notwithstanding. In addition, the previous administration has left behind a multitude of ongoing litigations against the government, which has greatly complicated the task for the current administration to handle. The cumulative effect of this mismanagement has resulted in heightened insecurity and economic deterioration. Moreover, the levels of unemployment among our young population have reached unprecedented heights. As part of a comprehensive reform program aimed at reversing the sordid condition of our dear state, the government will make several actions in the coming days. Therefore, the public is invited to take note that His Excellency the Governor has approved the following. 1. A well-articulated rationalization and harmonization of MDAs will be undertaken to reduce the cost of governance and improve efficiency. Details will be announced in due course. Suspension of all permanent secretaries, which was done after the general elections. That has already been effected. 3. Suspension and return to status quo ante of newly created district/village heads that were done from December 2022 to May 2023. In this regard, additional review of virtually all districts. This is just a first part, so it's an ongoing process for the government. 4. Revocation of all landed property, i.e. Cotton and Shehi, NYSC Zonal Office Gadabiu, Tankin Rua Sabongari area, shops in front of Zakas, to mention just a few. Details shall be provided in accordance to the approved executive order by His Excellency through the concerned government agencies. All these are considered to be done not in the overriding public interest, and are hereby revoked. I would also like to emphasize that the government of His Excellency Dr. Dauda Lawal remains committed to improving the quality of life for the people of Zamfara State through strategic investments in creative, relevant, timely, and realistic developmental projects that yield visible and practical benefits. We will continue to do so transparently and cost-effectively, ensuring quality assurance and alignment with our rescue agenda. It is evident that we must work harder to expand our state's revenue base and meet the aspirations of our large population for more effective and efficient service delivery. The government will explore all possible areas that can be leveraged to increase the revenue base in order to acquire more resources to address the development needs of our state and enhance the well-being of our people. I would like to once more reiterate that this administration's commitment to promoting our people's general well-being despite the challenges we currently face. We acknowledge that it's no longer time for lamentations. It's now time for us to work diligently to address these monumental challenges and propel our state towards development. I call upon the good people of Zamfara State to remain patient as Dr. Dauda Lawal work to address the various issues confronting the state. For the leadership, it is indeed a call to service and a great responsibility that must be carried out and delivered with absolute commitment and dedication. We assure the people that the government of His Excellency Dr. Dauda Lawal will do whatever it takes, inshallah, to combat the problems afflicting the state and move it forward.